Georgia on the logo, celebrating back-to-back Nats. Perfection wears red and black tonight, 15-0.
Georgia 4 yards from an SEC championship. First down, ETN in the I formation. They hand it to him. Touchdown! Georgia SEC champions!
Throws that thing in the end zone and
yes! Touchdown! Touchdown and a goal line!
Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, Georgia, as the fight song says.
This is our love for each other. 1 + 1 = what? 3. We are better together and we are connected.
This is Robert Iron E. Singleton, a.k.a. D-Dog from The Walking Dead, or Alton from The Blind Side, and you are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. All right, guys, go Dogs, sick 'em.
What's going on, Dog Nation and Respect the Hedges family? It's your boy, Coach I, man. We're in here for another episode of the Respect the Hedges, part of the Fan Addict Sports Network. Hey, man, Dawgs coming off a big win against Kentucky. It's always a big win when it's a conference win. Get back in that W column. Headed down to take on Auburn Tigers in what they call the Deep South's oldest rivalry, but I don't think it is that myself. But anyway, hey, man, before we get started, we got a good show for y'all today, man. Special guest coming up in here. If you stay with us, man, you'll get to see the leading receiver of all time in Georgia history and still one of the leading receivers all time in SEC history. Terrence Edwards will be joining us today to talk all things Dawgs taking on Auburn. But before we get started and jump into this thing, y'all already know, man, presented by the Tailgate Kings. That's right, man. TailgateKingsATL.com, TailgateKingsATL.com. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out for all your tailgating and corporate events needs. So without further ado, man, we're going to bring the panel on. Once we bring the panel on, find out how they doing, then we're going to find out where Hina was hiding during homecoming weekend for the Kentucky game. E-Rob in the building, former DB. What's going on, E-Rob?
Coach, what's happening? We got my little brother on, TE, man. That's always a great time when he joins the show. Hey, man, look, so I'm always happy after we win, but it's kind of strange because after we lost the game to Alabama, I went and watched the tape and I felt better about it. Mm-hmm. We won this game. I went back and watched the tape and I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? I don't really just feel good. So let's talk about it. We got some things we need to iron out. Let's talk about it.
Big facts, man. Big facts. Bring it out, guy. Shawty Parker, aka Thad Parker. What's going on, Thad? Former wide receiver at UGA. What's up,
gentlemen? What's happening?
Hey, you feeling like E-Rob? You don't know what to think from the Dogs. It was counting W's and L's over here.
Yeah, that's all, man. But it's just a very perplexing feeling. Like I just don't really know how to feel. And like as we said, we're gonna talk about it as we get into the show. But like you say, Coach, at the end of the day, you count the W's and L's, but shit, I like to feel good too.
I'm with you on that one, man. Let's bring in the coolest fan in the land, aka the football genius. What's going on, Cal?
What it do, Coach? What it do, fellas? Salute the Dog Nation. I'm with the guys, man. Just everything we said, man. Glad to get a victory. I feel a little differently. I think we played a little more solidly than I think it may have felt like personally, but we definitely got some things to show up, man. So glad we got a great guest in here tonight. Talk about it. Really interested to see what his thoughts is on the Dogs this year.
Big facts, man. Big facts. Bringing in our guy, Corey Allen, CA, former wide receiver. What's going on, CA?
Not much, man. I think we just all are accustomed to what championship football looks like, and we know that as a team, we're not there yet. So a lot of questions, a lot of things still in doubt, but at the same time, can't be mad with victory. So we're gonna take it how it comes and try to be better from it.
That's right, man. And as I told y'all, we got a special guest today. It is Terrence Edwards, all-time leading receiver at UGA and in the SEC as well, tops in that category. What's going on, TE?
I'm doing. What's going on, fellas? I'm doing well. Just got home from my own practice, so it's always a pleasure when y'all ask me to come on the show because all these are my brothers.
That's right, man. You training up some more wide receivers for us, right?
Always. I'm always doing that.
Need that now.
That is my calling. That's my passion.
Big facts, man. Big facts. They got some Dawgs already in the building. Before we get to them, man, we didn't get to have Hina on last week, but we got to always find out where Hina was hiding. She got a good little tidbit for us. So sit back, relax, have a drink, and enjoy where Hina's hiding.
Man, let's see this.
Right, respect those damn hedges. You're right. JV, how's the setup been?
Setup was easy peasy this morning. Listen, man, TGK, man, we got this thing planned out like a fine-tuned song. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm talking to the mic.
Yeah.
I am excited about this game, man. I think we're going to go out here and handle this business on Kentucky. Shout out to all my brothers, man. RTH family. My girl, Hina. Shout out to Kaylin. Shout out to Shelby, First Lady. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait for her petty comments.
Oh, man, you know what's going down. Hey, get petty with Shelby. You know what it is.
I know.
But Dawgs on top. Respect these hedges.
That's right. Go Dawgs.
Go Dawgs.
The last week's.
We're going to start there. We're going to start there.
Okay, we are.
The wound is still open. But
we're closing that wound this week.
Yes, we are.
And what are you expecting to see as far as change is concerned from our team and from the coaching staff for this game and the rest of the season?
To be more aggressive, to attack the ball, to catch every ball, and take advantage of the moment because now we can't lose. So in order to get to that big game, we got to win out. So just to be more aggressive and just be us. Like be Georgia football. Hit, run, catch, have fun.
I love that. He's so right about all of that. Is there a certain position that you feel like we can do better on?
You know, I mean, I'm going to always be biased. I play tight end, so I'm going to always say, hey, we can step up and do better. But I feel as a whole, we can all do better. So I can't really just pinpoint just one position, quarterback, receivers, or tight end. I think as a whole, collectively, we need to play team ball, play Georgia ball, and just do better and just win. Figure out a way to win. Finish the drill.
You're right. We always got to finish that drill. Yeah. Are you surprised at how they've used the tight ends this year? That they haven't gotten a lot of passes. It's been a lot of blocking. What are your thoughts on that?
So that's once again, I'm biased because I believe you can always throw the ball to the tight end. We're always open because it's a mismatch. You're having a linebacker cover an athletic tight end, and we can block. So yeah, I'm always going to be biased. Throw the ball to the tight end.
I like
He's
that.
Always open.
All right.
I got first lady in the house. We're gonna cover. Yeah. Y'all, when coming back for homecoming is something it hasn't been in half the time. I know. Look at this crowd. This is crazy. We're ready for your petty comments. I'm ready. Okay, I'll be there.
Girl, I must know. We got the doc. I want to know, where's the jock?
That's a good question, Hina. I've been asking myself the same thing. You know, he called me out on one of the podcasts like a couple of weeks ago, but what people don't know is he's been ghosted.
Ooh, okay. Well, we'll see if he's. What do you think of the Dawgs' performance today?
We like it necessary. We're opening a can of whoop ass. We expected it.
Okay.
Started slow, but hey, I like the way it is.
Okay, and then what are you expecting to see for the rest of the season?
I expect to see Bama in the SEC championship in Atlanta. We're going to come see y'all again. We want Bama. We want Bama. I'm talking like I'm playing. We want Bama. Boys, back me up. We got you.
It sounds like we're taking Bama on at the SEC championship. You know we got to have the ladies on. Respect the Hedges. We got Monica Cavler, a superstar track lady. Okay, Monica, what you think of the Dawgs so far?
I'm always behind my dogs. To the core, every single era. I can't say enough about them.
I know.
We're in the corner.
That's right. Absolutely. We're making it to the playoffs, and I'm thinking 90. Let's do this, right? tailgate to come to at Georgia?
Goodness, look at look. We got to do a whole look. Look at this. Let's just go. This is the best tailgate by far that you will ever attend in UGA all day, baby.
Tell me what you think of the team. What are our challenges, and what do you think we could do better?
I don't care what we do better. I just want to win. It's gonna be ugly. It may be pretty, but let's continue to win. You know, if you know,
I know that right, Smoke.
continue to try to fix the small things.
Smoke.
Are you liking what you're seeing out of Gunner so far?
He's controlling the offense now. He's getting better and better every week.
How about our running backs?
Again, same thing. They're getting better every week. It's running back by committee. But they got some good guys back there that can put the ball in the end zone for us.
Okay, I like it. I like it. You think we need to use our tight ends a little more? What are your thoughts on that?
I'm a running back. I think we need to keep giving it to him.
He never lied.
Tell him, Smoke.
We know. All right. Thanks, Respect the Hedges. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff, Hina.
But that's awesome, boy. That's what's up. Hina killing the game.
Facts.
Good
Hina,
stuff.
shout out to Hina, our own campus correspondent.
Editing.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, we let Hina have free range at the editing on this one, so I think she did pretty good. You know.
You did a good job.
Yes. Hey, tight ends
thought it
want
was
to
all right.
throw it to the tight ends, running backs want to run the ball, and wide receivers want passes as well. So, hey, man, one thing is the Dogs got a lot of weapons out there. So we got to figure out how we can keep this thing going and keep staying this W column, man. Let's get to some of these comments. First lady says Auburn sucks. Go Dogs. Kadaris in the house. What's going on, my guys?
What's up, little cuz?
Kate Hill, you didn't make it to homecoming. RTH photographer missed out on the shots. What's going on? Sad to miss homecoming, but go Dogs. Bruce Taylor in the building. Say we in here. We appreciate you, Bruce, getting up in here.
Let's go.
Chicken, what's going on, Chicken? Oklahoma in the building. What's going on? Jason in the building. Say shout out Oklahoma. I know, right? We need a front looking like them. Chicken. Steve in the building. What's going on, Steve? Say, hey man.
Talk
Steve.
to him, bro.
Right. Doc in the building. Doc, we saw you call out our guy, Shouty. Oh,
Yeah, I like that. I like that,
Right.
Doc.
The
Call
Doc
his ass
say
out.
Shouty
Call him out.
been ghost. Oh, I don't know. It's always two sides, ain't it, Shouty? Always two sides. You know what I'm saying?
I won't handle this in the public.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Let's
Hey,
go.
my boy Ricardo. Shout out to my guy in Mexico watching the show. We Policia, that's right.
Policia.
Shout out to my guy inside. AP in the building. What's going on, AP? Appreciate you.
AP.
Oh man, who? Okay, man. It's time to talk. So okay, we hold up. We do got one more. It's time to get petty with Shelby. Always, never too late to be petty with Shelby. All right, Shelby says Arch is destroying nepotism for people everywhere. I have heard that maybe he will be the next Jake from State Farm. He will probably end up being a teacher in his former high school, not a coach, because football is not his ministry. Bless his heart. Sign.
Damn.
Like that's a God first lady. You hardcore.
No lies told. No lies told.
God,
I mean, gut punch.
Right.
Y'all better get, if you still got that stock, you better get rid of that stock.
Oh my God. Arch can't catch a
Damn.
break. Arch said he didn't pump himself up all these years. He was just out playing quarterback. Now he ain't got no old line and he ain't got no receivers. Come on now.
Hey,
That's a $40 million roster.
I got a backstory for y'all about Arch.
Okay, let's hear it, T.
Please bring
Let's
that.
hear
Why
it.
you here?
That's why
Yo.
you're here.
So you know me, I look at everybody. So when we didn't get Arch, I was like, I didn't think he was very good, to be honest with you, coming out of high school. That was just my opinion of him. I wasn't sad when we didn't get it. So this year, Westminster, private school over in Buckhead, hired a new football coach. And their new football coach is Arch Manning coach at Newman in New Orleans. So we scrimmaged them Westminster this year, and I sat down and talked with him, and he said it was not from the kid standpoint, but it was just hard coaching that kid, his junior and senior, just not from the kid, just the notoriety and
Yeah.
how everybody just wanted a piece of it, man.
Everything going on
He
around him.
said he was yes.
Yeah.
He said he was so happy when the kid graduated. Not about the kid. He was just happy from the
Oh, the
everybody
noise.
just
With that
wanted a
circus,
piece
get
of
around.
him.
Yeah, man.
Just
Damn.
wanted a piece of him. And he said the kid just never really got opportunity just to really live and be a kid because of the last name. So no
Mhm.
fault of his own. But I never thought, just watching him, I never thought he was the number one quarterback in the country. Never thought that.
Well, there it is. Hey, man, y'all hear it. Hey, TE
Thank you,
heard it from the
TE.
coach's mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, hopefully for Archie will get a little bit better, just not when the Dogs play them. We need that same guy to show up in Athens when they come down through here. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, who participated in homecoming? You was there, CA? You was in homecoming?
Definitely, man. I had a great time. Had a chance to check out, see some old people. Man, I saw almost the entirety of my wide receiver room as a freshman year. I saw all my seniors. I love to see those guys: Jeff Thomas, Hassan Graham, Jerry Jeremy. It was just great to see my seniors in the building and get a chance to celebrate with them. There was a lot of alumni, so the feeling was mutual among everybody. We came to see Georgia win, and we were, of course, glad with the outcome, but the camaraderie, the family, the fellowship. You really don't get an opportunity to see those individuals as much as you might like. So that was a great chance for me to touch base with a lot of people that I grew up watching, fans of, guys that made me want to wear the red and black, and guys that I had a chance to follow throughout their careers, even after myself. So a great time on campus. I had to stop by the Bourbon Club, and we shut it down as usual.
Shout out to the Bourbon
Nothing
Club.
changes over there. I had my homeboy from College Park with me, Jay Vars. He ran the circuit with me. We did what we could, and we held it down. I know Steve and Shelby pulled up after I pulled off, but all in all, man, I really enjoyed it. I got there early, and I left early as usual.
Hey, got us a good dub. Got a dub while you was there as well. Shawty Parker, was you at a homecoming while people not named gonna call you out?
Hey, you know what, Coach? For some reason, I just could not muster up the energy to drive the 4.33 miles to campus.
Oh, come on, shout
I
it.
thought you
Belly full.
I thought you was gonna be on there.
Belly full.
I didn't
Didn't
make
have done
it.
that.
Hey,
Come
man, I woke up.
on.
The game was too early, man. I woke up about 10, and that 4.3 mile just looked like a long way.
Oh, please stop.
Hey, give me your overall thoughts on the Dogs win. I know you still watch the game, though.
Again, man, we ain't gonna be mad at no no W's. I think CA said it earlier, so we can't be mad at the L. But coming from that, standard that we have set over the previous, 5-6 years, it's just some things you can definitely nitpick about. It's just amazing to me that one of the things that I have always trusted is that defense, and they ain't do a lot of breaking, but we're doing a hell of a lot of bending. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's very perplexing to me, and I just don't never know who's gonna show up. But all in all, man, it was a good win. You know what I'm saying? I like where Gunner showed, and I like that we came out fast. That's something we hadn't done all year, and it was good to come out fast for a chance.
I like that too. We did come out fast, and I want the defense to start fast. I think the offense started a little bit faster than the defense. It is special against wide receiver day, so we let all the wide receivers take a stab at it first. Tell us about homecoming and what you thought about the Dogs.
Yes, I was there at homecoming as well, and exactly what CA just said. When you're able to see all the players that you played with, that you watched growing up, and then some of the younger players that's underneath you that still know who you are as a former player, it's just great to see all those guys and all the memories that all of us shared on that campus. It was just great. I got opportunity to go to the game and watch it live, and like these guys know, it's so hard to win in the SEC, and we're not gonna poo-poo a W. But as players now, as a coach, we see things a lot differently than a lot of people, and I didn't come away like, oh, woe is me. I'm just happy, as we know, once you lose the game, the next best thing is to get out there and play again and just get that stink off you. So I'm just happy that we won the game, and as a coach now, I'm just happy that I don't think we had any major injuries going into this game. So
Good call.
I look at it from that standpoint. We all know what the standard is, and these guys understand the standard. Kirby's not going to allow them not to hold up that standard. And we're going to talk about it in a little while. But going into this game, we all know what this game represents. I heard you earlier say it's not a rivalry because we've won some. It's still a rivalry because you don't want to be that team to lose to them. So it's still a rivalry. But overall, I was thinking, I want to throw this at y'all. I was thinking about it. We have so much trouble winning in Lexington, but we just blow them out when they come to Athens. I don't understand that. Like last year, we struggled and almost lost. Even the national championship year, we had a law in the game against Kentucky there or Missouri, one of them. But just winning and
Kentucky took brought by the winning for us.
Yeah.
So Kentucky is always a struggle.
It just at Kentucky is always a struggle, and when they come here, it's just one of those things where it's just not a game. So again, we're not gonna poo-poo the win because we know how hard it is to win in the SEC, and we just on to Auburn.
That's facts. Cool. Cal, was you in Athens or did you just watch it on the tube and check the Dogs out?
I was just like Shawty, man. I couldn't hit that 4.33 mile week, so I just had to watch it at the crib.
What are your thoughts on the Dogs? We did get that dub, and like I said, we started fast. But what you thought?
Yeah, I thought that was obviously a good point, and the emphasis of ours was to start fast, get out on the first drive, get a touchdown, get it going. I felt like it was one of those, it was like a solid victory. There was nothing spectacular. There was nothing that, oh my God, we did so fantastic. But I thought it was a solid victory because, coming up this week, it's going to be a bloodbath Saturday night coming up. But I thought we took care of business. I like what Gunner was doing. I felt like he was a little more aggressive trying to get the ball downfield. I think we need to continue that trend. And also, it seems like we're starting to figure out our rotation with the running backs a little bit more. Like we don't need 6 guys, man. Let's get our 3. Let's roll with our 3. Maybe an extra guy, that comes in and spells. But let's short that down, man, and get those guys going. I think Bowens is coming on, and I want to see him continue to get the ball more. I think that's been good for our offense when the ball's in his hands.
I'm definitely in agreement with that. I think we only gave it to another running back. That one time we gave it to Phillips. I think he got the ball 1 carry, but for the most part, Chauncey started, got the most carries, Nate got the second most, and then number 2
he got a few.
He got some carries too. E-Rob, just like you covering the wide receivers on the field, man. Cover these guys. Finish up this Kentucky talk, man, and this overall talk. Tell me what you thought about the Dogs on Saturday, man.
Well, first, I want to point out that I was not at homecoming, man. I was actually at a wedding in Memphis for another former Dog, my boy D Ward. Shout out to my boy. Congratulations.
Shout out D Ward.
So,
congrats.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so one of my OGs. So I'm watching the game before I went to the wedding. And as I'm watching the game, man, I was like, I feel like we got more answers on the offense in terms of we're kind of figuring out what our identity is. And Cal just hit on, I think we figured out who our number one, our lead back is going to be, kind of how we're going to go about baking our cake on offense. On defense, I still got a lot of questions. I'm like, Kentucky was a team that was letting them, giving up sacks at an alarming rate. And I don't think that I think maybe we got one. We really didn't affect the quarterback a lot. We got to figure out who we are on defense and how we're going to go about baking our cake on defense. And I still think we still kind of throwing things at the wall, trying to figure out who we are. So, man, we need to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Because we're about to start getting into the deep water a little bit of our schedule. And going on the road to Auburn, we know offensively they're going to do some things. So let's just shut it down. Don't let them linger. Don't let them get more yards than they're used to getting on us. But if you give the quarterback time to just stand back there and be comfortable, they're going to hit some plays. So we got to figure that out.
The ball.
What'd you say, Shawty?
It don't matter. He ain't going to pull the trigger.
They don't never pull the trigger till they play us. And they got all day to stand back there. I'm just
Mr.
saying.
Tailgate King himself is in the building. What's going on, JV?
V.
Man, listen, man. Hey, I'm sorry, fellas. Listen, I'm sorry for being late because you know it's slobbering weekend. Don't nothing give me more pleasure than being able to pop up on the scene and talk about these slaw dogs like I always do. But hey, listen, man.
There we go.
I know y'all been holding it down.
Jump in.
That's right, man. That's right.
Absolutely.
So I got
What's
a
up,
question
T?
for you, T. It's gonna be based off of what we've seen so far and what we want to see going forward about Noah Thomas. So I was big on Noah Thomas. I think a lot of people, I ain't gonna say everybody, I speak for everybody, but when he came in, he gets on the field most of the time blocking. Sometimes when we call a shot, they call a shot and then Gunner threw it to Kobe. I feel like anytime he's in the game with Kobe, because Gunner has that relationship with Kobe, he's probably more than likely gonna subconsciously look over to his side instead when Noah could be beating his guy as well. Or maybe he doesn't know all the plays. I don't know. I'm just wondering, how can we utilize this guy a little bit better, and why haven't we done so yet?
Right. I spoke about this on Dog Nation last week about where is Noah Thomas being at. Not without being there and really understanding why he's not playing, we can all assume as former players they don't trust him in some sort. Whatever that trust is not allowing him to get on the field. It could be the playbook trust. It could be he's not practicing well enough. It could be a lot of things that can contribute to him not being able to receive the playing time or the opportunities to receive the football. I thought coming in with him being a legit 6'6", if you have stood close to him, he's a legit 6'6". I thought just being able to use his height, his wingspan, with just being able to throw back shoulders, just being able to throw fade balls to him, just use his God-given ability is his height. So we all can assume why he's not getting opportunities, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to trusting a player, that's one of the reasons, or the probably main reason, a player's not getting on the field. Somewhere, some way, they don't trust him. In whatever area that is, that's why he's, in my opinion, not getting on the field right now.
Well, shout out to Noah Thomas, man. I want to say this. When you see him on the sideline or after a play, whatever, I've seen players even in the dog uniform, they don't care about it. I ain't get the ball, whatever. Noah always be celebrating like he made the play, like he couldn't have made a better decision to come to Athens. Like the dude just definitely got a good attitude. I don't know how he is in person, but at least on game day, it doesn't matter that he's not getting the ball. The dude always out there looking like he been in the red and black for 4 or 5 years. So shout out to Noah for not being a cancer, because maybe his role ain't what he thought it would be coming into this year. So coming out of that Kentucky game, V, we got to see Oscar Delp turn on the jet boosters. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people. That's what a lot of people are saying.
Man,
Auburn is up next. They have a good defensive front. I'm not saying that we won't be able to run on them, but I definitely know the yards are going to come at a premium on Saturday, and I think the tight ends could help us. What would you like to see, or what do you think about Oscar Delp and his run? Because he hadn't showed us that kind of speed in a minute.
Man, hey, listen, I think I've always been a fan of Oscar Delp. I've always wanted to get more out of Oscar Delp because I felt like he was capable. He could definitely give us a jolt to the offense. And what we saw on Saturday was one of those examples. I mean, him turning that ball up and taking it. Come on, Oscar, you got to get to the zone. We got to get you to the zone. Let's go ahead and take off from the 4-yard line and get to that zone, because we need them tight end touches. But on the other side, man, if you look at that interception that Gunner threw, realistically, that ball should have went to Oscar Delp going down the sideline on a wheel route on the linebacker, who he had beat. Can we get more out of Oscar Delp? I surely think that we can, and I surely hope so. And so those that were lucky too, man. I think both of those guys can make some impact. We just have to get them the ball. And we're starting to see that realistically is not an issue that their numbers not being called. The ball is just not coming their way. Throw it their way, Gunner. Stop doing that, man. Stop acting like that.
Hey, shout out to the tight end group for the blocking. They have been blocking their tails off these last couple of games. You know what I'm saying? I know last year blocking on the outside was an issue with wide receivers, running backs, tight ends, whoever, but they all been doing good this year. And Lucky did throw. I know Lucky didn't get no passes, no targets, but he did throw some key blocks on Saturday. Shawty, did you get a chance to look at the Auburn Texas A&M film by any chance, to look at the Auburn defense or anything?
I did not look at that particular game. No.
Okay, so have you seen Auburn's defense this season, though? So they play a mixed bag of man, and they used to be like a predominantly man defense, but they play a mixed bag of man and zone. I know a lot of people are calling for Gunner to throw the ball downfield more. More teams are realizing that his weakness is the zone. Like, he doesn't take as many deep shots downfield when they're playing zone. I saw them do a lot of that against Texas A&M, and while we don't have Marcel Reed is more of a dynamic runner than Gunner. I think passing wise, I think Gunner's better, but our offense is similar to theirs. They want to run, and then we want to run and then take shots downfield when we can get. So do you see Auburn posing any problems from an X&O standpoint from what they can do on defense to Gunner?
I think they both teams are kind of similar in a way. We both kind of want to establish the run. I think they will play a lot of zone, to be honest. I think they'll probably do a lot of zone blitzing if they're going to bring anybody extra. I think they'll do a lot of zone blitzing. But to that point you made, I think that's something that Kirby addressed in one of his press conferences that Gunner seen, and it actually showed because he threw the interception. Right. 8 out of 10 times when you see that play, it normally would go to the tight end because you want that corner to run with that post route, so it opens up the wheel. And they're just gonna taking a shot, and I think that's something Kirby addressed in terms of him just trying to be a little bit more proactive with taking shots down the field to get more explosives in the offense. But from an X&O standpoint, I don't see them really causing no problem with us. My issue would be, though, just get some pressure on the quarterback. Please let's get some pressure on this kid, because they gave up 9 sacks to Auburn, gave up, I think, 7 to somebody else. This kid, if you can get his clock sped up, it's been proven that he won't throw the ball, he'll hold the ball, and he'll let you sack him. He is gun shy. He would not take the shots downfield. So let's get some pressure on him.
Right. T.E., you being an offensive guy, but watching our defense this year, how would you think we need? I know Kirby likes to call a lot of, him and Schumann like to call a lot of base stuff, get pressure with your front 4, sometimes 5, but we don't call a whole bunch of exotic stuff. How you think we can affect the quarterback better? Because Jackson Arnold has shown that he'll hold that thing and let you sack him if you just get back there.
You're right. And I want to go back to something Shawty just said in JV. That was a take 2 by Landon Humphreys, and I don't understand why Gunner threw that. That's a take 2 route. You took the corner and ran him exactly to the safety,
right?
And the tight end Oscar was wide, like he should have threw Oscar. Yep. That man, and everybody got to understand, and the receivers know. There's a lot of times where we are dummies. We got to go in and just be a good teammate. And he took 2, and he should have threw it to Oscar. Like, that was an easy read. So I don't know why Gunner would try to fit that ball into that spot when Landon Humphreys did exactly what he should have done. He took 2, left the tight end. So I'm with you, JV. Get the tight ends the ball. So, my bad. What was the question?
You're good. No, it's just about how
right,
defensive
don't feed into that mess, TE.
From the defensive standpoint, how can we generate more pressure? Because again, we don't call a whole bunch of exotic blitzes and things of that nature, and obviously our guys aren't winning enough one-on-ones up there in the front.
So there's what do we do? There's one added. If we come +1, now we leave our secondary vulnerable, or we sit back and play coverage. Most coverage now, everybody's sitting back playing a 2-high shell. So some guys now up front, we just don't have that guy that you can just beat one-on-one pass rush. And I don't understand why we don't have that guy. I don't understand with all the draft picks that we've sent to the NFL right now, why don't we have that one guy that can say, go get the quarterback without sending a +1 or just sending 5-man pressure. So that's been an issue for me, and E-Rob can attest to this. The best The best secondary is the pass rush. So when you have a pass rush that can get to the quarterback, now your secondary can sit on routes longer. They don't have to rely on covering for 4 or 5 seconds. And Champ is the GOAT, and Dion is the GOAT. I don't think those guys can cover for 5 seconds. So if we got some natural pass rush without manufacturing pass rush, that's bringing more pressure or plus one and they could block, now leaving our young secondary vulnerable. I mean, then we can sit back and play more zone and just watch, get all 11 eyes on the quarterback, because Jackson Arnold can run the football. Like, he's not a statue back there in the pocket, so he can move with his legs. So now we have to play man. Now there's no eyes on him, and he will kill you with his legs. So I'm just looking for guys up front who can win, and you don't have to get sacks. And there's this thing called just pass rush win rate. If we just can get pressure on him and move him off his spot and make him throw inaccurate passes or make him, like, those are the things I'm looking for. And I was listening to somebody say stats is overrated. I don't think they're overrated, but I also think pass rush win rate is just as important as sacks as well. So I'm just looking for those guys up front to just do their job. As I always say, you do your job and let everybody else do theirs.
Facts. E-Rob, man, TE hit on something, like saying the secondary can't cover forever. We had some young guys come in at the end of the game. I know, it's always looking good at the end of the game, but they was playing against the starting, Kentucky offense, which ain't that great. But your thoughts on our secondary versus the one that we all know is coming down, they're going to be throwing the ball to Cam Coleman. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not worried when he line up in the boundary for the most part, because Dalen Everett is going to be in the boundary. But when he line up in the field, it could be Ellis, it could be DeMello. And apparently Daniel Harris has been dealing with a hamstring injury and some other stuff, but maybe he be out there. Like, your confidence level going up against this guy if we can't get to Jackson on him.
Well, and see, that's my thing. It's all going to start up front. I mean, if he has all day to run around, and I mean, it just makes it all virtually impossible to cover for that long. I mean, so I look at it, and T brought up a very good point. Like, when I watch us, we don't have to get the sack, but it's like, dude, we're not even getting close to the quarterback. They have time to just sit there and pat and pat and pat and pat and pat. Like, that's ridiculous. And we're just staying on blocks. Like, and I don't really understand what the hell is going on there. Once we realize it's a pass, get off the damn block.
We don't disengage at all.
Titty fighting. Yeah, we just, man, get off leave him and go get the man with the ball. And I don't really understand what, I'm not understanding what's going on with that. I've been talking about this defense for a while, and I've listened to everybody talk, and it kind of brings me back to my point. We don't have an identity on defense. We don't know who we are on defense. We just, just throwing shit at the wall, trying to figure out, will this work? Will this work? And while that's going on, people running scripts going up and down the field. So hopefully we can figure that out. And your question, let me get back to answer your question. I think we have the bodies to do what we need to do in the back end. We just got to get some. It's more about the front end. We have to. Where's the chaos? There has to be some chaos being created up front, and people being moved around, and bodies and asses being thrown around. And I'm not really seeing that. So we got to get that fixed, and then the back end will take care of itself, in my opinion.
I agree with you. Definitely got to get that front. And I know we talk about the defensive line a lot, but CA, it seems like this year, and it's just my opinion, that our linebackers, we don't have the do everything linebacker like a Jalen Walker or like even like Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker. We got guys that can stop the run, and we got some that can more athletic in space, but not a linebacker that has both. What's been your take on these linebackers this year? Because coming into the year, I think we all thought that's like the best part of the defense, right?
I definitely did. I definitely felt like that linebacker room coming into the year would be a unit that would shine. I'm extremely disappointed, just being 100% honest with you, because there's been a lack of production, a lack of impact plays. The leadership has been lackluster. It's lacking in every way for me, because I had very high expectation, and I know the talent is in the room. That's the thing that really allows me to be this disappointed, because I do feel like these guys can make the plays, but I want to see my guys play downhill, and I'm not getting that. At this point, we're talking about how are we going to have or how are we going to apply pressure to the quarterback. Ordinarily that should come from that front seven without any help. But I'm thinking we got to be more creative, and I think we might have to start, sending the star again. I think we might need to continue to challenge those cornerbacks because they're good enough. We're not out of position. It's just making a play on the ball. I think it might be time to, turn them loose. It's time to grow up because at this point, when I look at the season, I don't think no one's going to come out unscathed. It might cost us a game at some point during this year to get these guys up to speed, but we got to quit babysitting these guys that came in with these high rankings. And I don't think holding back is helping us. Right now this defense again doesn't have any identity, no pressure coming from the front. It's not magic. Ain't nobody up front whooping nobody. That's just the bottom line. You're not going to turn into this guy next week. So clearly we got to do something different in the play calling, Schumann. We got to be creative in how we apply pressure. We got to maybe try to hide coverages, but it all is going to boil down to, can these cornerbacks hold up under pressure? Because we're going to get challenged on the deep ball when we expose the guys like that. But I need you to make a play. And if you ain't going to make a play, I'm going to get you out the game. It's just going to be a consistent rotation. I'm not saying be stupid and lose the game, coach. But because my linebackers ain't making plays, I got to do so much more on defense, and I'm really anxious to see are my safeties up to the task because I hadn't seen it yet.
Yes, all good points. And like you say, because at some point we got to see if these guys can really cover, one-on-one. And again, we don't want them covering for 5 or 6 seconds, but we got to figure out some way to get pressure on the quarterback. We can't keep beating our head against the wall and not doing something extra to get pressure on the quarterback because, again, the schedule don't get no easier. We know that. So, Cool, Cal, talking about these guys, and like CA said, the talent in the room. There's talent in the D-line room. AP say we got to go out and recruit some man-child for the D-line. We're not a championship defense. That's true. You're a recruiting guy. You keep up with it. The talent's there.
I think the talent's there. Listen, man, everything everybody said is spot on. It's accurate. We don't have guys up front that are whipping guys. To E-Rob's point, we talk about the pass rush and stuff. I don't see any moves. Like when the guys get stuck, where's swim moves? Or where's, where I don't see anything. So what are the guys being coached on is my question. That's the guy that I'm looking at more. I'm looking at Schumann. Another thing I was disappointed with right before the half against Kentucky, they went down the whole damn field. They should have scored a touchdown, had a couple plays at the end in the red zone, and we stopped them from scoring. But again, I just feel like this year, I don't know if it's the play calling. I don't know what it is, but we can't get off the damn field. Teams continuously go down, have 10-play, 12-play drives, third down conversions over and over. Kentucky's quarterback coming into the game, he was a freshman. He was one of the worst quarterbacks in the country this year. He threw for 225 yards. They averaged 150 a game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's the play calling that's not putting our guys in the right position. That's one thing I'm seeing. I'm not seeing any moves with the defensive linemen. Like I said, the linebackers have been disappointed. I just don't see where the defense is going to get better. And the only way I can see the defense get better is I think we're going to have to scheme some things and make better play calls so we can get off the damn field.
Definitely got to get off the field, and I think what helps is we don't win on first down a lot. Like when I say win on first down, we're giving up at least 4 yards or more on first down. I would say 80% of the time. If I had to if you're just watching the game on first down,
that's what it feels like.
It feels like 80% of the time we're giving up 4 yards or more. And I know as a defensive coach, you would want to. If you win first down, you have a better chance at creating third and long. Second,
coach, that's why E-Rob say everybody just run their script because we don't knock you off your script. I mean, if you get 4 yards on first down, you still on schedule.
You
never get off schedule. You practice this all week at this tempo in this order. If we don't knock you off schedule, we're gonna continue to play on our heels. And everybody's having success on first down. That's been clear.
And in our championship years that we dominated first down, you was always 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You was always fighting
bringing in
uphill.
3 receivers.
You was always uphill. And now you're looking at 2nd and 3. You know what I'm saying? It's like we got to cut that shit out. And I don't know. We got to figure that out. So I don't want to hear about Bobo. I want to hear about how we're gonna fix this defense and get back to championship defense. That's what's gonna win. Now we all want to win. If you want to win, it's gonna be the defense. It ain't gonna be about the offense. I'm telling you right now.
Right. And to that, we've talked about on the show, TE, about how our coaching staff probably is the best at adjusting, after second half. But as a coach, speaking from a coach, like, why is it always like, even especially the defense? It's like we just go vanilla and we let them do what they're gonna do the first 2 to 3 drives, and it's rare. I mean, Saturday was a rare occasion where Gunner gets to play from the front. It's always playing from behind because we're giving up points early. Like at some point, how can we start not waiting a whole half to adjust? Again, when we make the adjustments, pretty much shut the team down. You know what I'm saying? But that don't come to a halftime all the time. And like, it seems like other teams are stopping us on our first couple of drives outside of.
No, they are doing it.
Right. Or stop outside of Kentucky. So
and real quick, I just want to say this real quick, Coach. I got to get out here a little early tonight, fellas. But when I go back to the third down, man, we're 84th in the country. Think about that. 84th in the country getting off the field on third down. We can't win championships that way. So I'm looking at the coach Schumann, get us off the downfield, and I'm out.
All right, Cal. All right, Cal, we appreciate you.
Drop the mic.
Right. Listen, man, I know a lot of people on social media, and me and T, we follow each other. He see it on Twitter for sure. The Dog Nation be trying to call out Bobo all the time. Listen, the energy don't need to be on the offense. Trust me, it need to be on the defense or whatever's going on there. And we said Schumann for that D line, but we need to look at that Tracy. What's his name? Tracy Scott. What's our
Trey Scott?
Trey Scott.
Yeah,
listen, hey, shout out to the guy because he's always, got us some guys in the first round, and nothing's different about these guys. All these guys was talented too, but it don't seem like the coaching is taking, I would say. So, T, I know Cal had to get in there with his final.
Y'all don't be talking about no coach, talking about no coaches to a coach now.
Hey, I'm gonna do it because, but no, like from my standpoint, people talk about Bobo, but it's like, are the slow starts. Yes, other teams got scholarship players as well. They're good, and if we go a 3 and out or get one first down and have to punt, then you have the third of the game that's defense to do the exact same thing. So let's just take the Alabama game. Yes. I can't remember if we got the ball first, but now if we go 3 and out, now it's up to the defense not to let Alabama go 7 straight third downs and get third. Like that's not on the offense. No. You can't get first downs if you're not on the field. So our defense didn't do their part to get the ball back to the offense in a timely manner to gain momentum. So we're just sitting over there, Sean and see, hey, you know, we sitting over there stiff. Like, okay, this third down. Oh damn, let me go sit down. Third down, let me go sit down.
That real talk. Talk to him, TE. Talk to him.
So that's like, if you haven't played, and I don't like saying this to people, but if you haven't played, you don't know that feeling when, like, oh, it's third down. They say third down. For real. And we got to sit down. Okay, we up. Let's go. Second. Like,
real talk.
Like, and y'all play. Y'all know you sitting over there and it's third down. You putting your gloves back on. We're ready to go. You like, all right, now let's go. Dang, we got another first down. So, football is a, all three phases got to play well to win, man. And I don't like jumping on one phase, but we can't, at the level of talent we have, can't allow Alabama to go like 7 for 7 to start the game on third downs.
9 for 9.
So that's demoralizing to everybody.
They ran 28 straight plays at one point.
Right. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
And then you said you hit on something, TE, where we always talk about, at least commentators say, well, the defense has been on the field for a long time, they're getting tired. But conversely, the offense has been on the sideline cooling down. Even if you was hot, Now you cooling down, or you get up because you thought you was about to go on the field. Now you got to sit back down. Now you get up, now you got to sit back down. And a lot of that definitely was going on in the Alabama game. But we have done that. We did that in the Tennessee game. You know, they didn't go 28 straight like Shawty just said, but they had the first 3 drives. It looked like they couldn't do no wrong. Again, that's what I'm saying. Like it takes out. It seems like it takes
14, out
14 for 14. That was ridiculous, dog. Like
that's crazy.
Unheard of. That's unheard of.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So how? Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. I'll come back.
I was just gonna say, man. Listen, we get out here recruiting no Rudicruz. Like we bringing some players in here too, man. And I'm just not even seeing the same hunger out of these guys. I can see no batted balls from the D line. Are your hands good enough? Because you sure aren't getting there on the O line. If I sit there, who's number 63? Dontrell Glover.
Yeah.
Glover. Sit there and watch Glover walk through another play. I might put my whole foot through the TV. Like literally, man. Where is your anger once the whistle blows? Where is your competitiveness once the whistle blows? I don't understand that part. And I trust everything we talk about. We trust 16. We trust it. We trust that man. I don't trust these players because what I'm getting out of them, man, is to me some half-hearted efforts at times. And I don't care nothing about no gap control. I don't want to hear that. When the lights are the brightest and you're going against Kentucky or Alabama, somebody coming into your house to take your cornbread, you gonna let them? That's what we've been letting happen. We just let people come and just take all our cookies. I'm sick of that because ain't nobody fighting back. Ain't nobody getting nasty out there. I got some of the nicest. I feel like I got some of the nicest people ever on my lines, and that's when understand that I gotta have a different type of incentive. So what are we doing to get that out of these guys? And if we ain't got it in them, I don't care what kind of star they got. I need to go get one of these 2 stars from Tulane who hungry to play in a facility that got a whirlpool and a cold tub instead of just one old bathtub out in the backyard. Or they got training tables where they got chefs cooking for them instead of getting coupons to take out. Go get me some of those guys who will be hungry to get some of these advantages in life that our team and our program is affording to them. Like, what are we getting out of these guys, man? These guys are literally giving me what I feel like is piss poor efforts up front. And that's what we got to be winning at. That's all I got to say.
And you know what I mean? I was going to say, it's... Oh, my bad.
No, somebody was talking about Trey Scott, the interior D-line coach. I don't think it's them. It's the edge rushers because the interior is somebody, if we only send it 4, somebody has to take a double team from the 3 or the 1. Somebody has to take a single. Then my 2 outside edge guys,
they got to win.
Unless you're chipping or whatever. So it ain't Trey Scott. It's what it's like. We got to start questioning our outside linebackers coach, Uzuma, or what I can't think his name.
He turned inside out like a t-shirt.
Like, we got to start figuring
Trey
out.
Trey got to get some of it too.
He got to get some of it. But
front seven.
Jalen and Jordan is a diamond. They're like, they ain't a lot of Jalen Jordan and Jordan.
Right, they don't come along. Right.
I agree. Like, how about the edge guy? Like, Will Anderson from Alabama wasn't a highly rated guy.
Right.
So we got to identify those guys. Like, where's the West Point, the Army transfer we played?
I agree.
Yeah,
true.
So
For
those
real.
are the guys that I'm paying attention.
But that's part of the issue. You know, I'm not trying to make any excuses, but I think it's truly part of the issue is that this part of this new NIL and all this transfer portal stuff. I mean, we got a lot of new faces, and a lot of these new faces are young. And they're gonna need time. Not saying I'm just speaking in general. They're gonna need time to grow into some of these players that we used to seeing. Some of these guys that you have mentioned, they played 2-3 years starting at the position. So now you got a whole new face in there that you never seen, even if he has been in the program for 1 or 2 or 3 years. They ain't played. You know what I'm saying?
Let me give y'all this. You think about the national, and I think I've said it on here before. Think about the national championship teams. Jalen Carter waited his turn. Jordan Davis waited his turn. Nakobe Dean waited his turn. You can't find out one of those guys, I think, besides Ringo, who started as a first. All those guys.
No, he waited too.
No,
all
Ringo
those
started day
guys,
one.
all
No,
those
Ringo
guys
red shirted.
waited their turn and got developed and
Is
stayed.
that's the point I'm making.
And nowadays, and I saw this stat on Twitter, the number 10 our outside linebacker last who transferred to Missouri has more pass rate pressure than the entire team has as a whole. So he's at Missouri right now. He had more pressures. I think it was like 22. Georgia had 21 as a team. So it's just about keeping the guys and developing them. And right now, if y'all just don't know the backstory of the NILs. Like, as of we speak right now, there's probably some people, agents, are sending out a Google sheet of his players, and this is what it's going to cost to get him away. Even if you're a starter, if you got the money to pay, these kids are going to go.
So, I was going to ask you about JV's comment about how we get these guys to play with more fire, passion, and energy, which is what Kirby was talking about all offseason. I think some of the guys, or a lot of the guys, are, but like what JV was saying, in the trenches, which we know is the most important. We got to figure out how can we tune these guys up, get them jump started or something.
It kind of goes to kind of what we're talking about indirectly, and it's about building that culture. When you have new guys in, they don't know what it took to sit behind, these guys that have won national championships and had to wait their turn. I'm not saying that's all of it, but I think that has a lot to do with it. You have a whole new crop of kids in here now that just don't know what it takes to be a champion. Now and I think that's part of, the challenges that the coaching staff is truly having. That's just like last year, we thought that was one of Kirby's best coaching jobs, although it may have not been the most successful winning job, but it's one of the best coaching jobs. And I think we're seeing that even more now. This year, he got to do a hell of a lot more coaching because you got new faces. They just need time and development, and we seeing it in live time. So I don't really know. I really don't know to answer that question, Coach. To be honest, I just don't know.
So what I'll say,
Charlotte, I got a question for Charlotte for that. I got a question. With this new day and age, yes, we would have done that. We have no choice but to stay and develop. How do we keep these kids to stay? I mean, do we just open the bank for that?
You can't.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You can't. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, hear what it is.
Yeah,
so this is my question too, what y'all just said. I definitely agree that you got to stay and develop. For those that's been in the program, like a Jordan Hall, this is his third year in the program. He makes some plays here and there, but I'll say to this, and again, everybody's not Jalen Carter, but a lot of the guys that have helped us in the past, regardless of on the defensive line, they've at least flashed. And I think to JV's point, none of these guys are even flashing. Like, okay, we're gonna have this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like when Jalen Carter,
Miller showed some flashes.
Oh yeah, Miller. That's what I said that earlier. He takes off. He gets the double team on every play, and he still makes plays. He's excluded from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the rest of these cats. And the best way to affect the quarterback, yes, we do need to get edge pressure. But if you get pressure up the middle, that changes everything for a quarterback. And while Christian Miller is getting the double team, the rest of these guys are just kind of so. Again, Devontae Wyatt flashed early. And we was like, oh, man, when he starting, like when he get his chance to start, he going to be hell. Like Jalen Walker flashed his freshman year. Didn't play a lot, but he flashed. Like, who's the guy that's flashing for us now that we say, all right, man, that guy's going to be something? Like T.E. asked about Elo. Elo's played here and there, but even when he on the field, you don't even know he on the field because he ain't flashing. Like,
I like 33, 0, and 9. They show some flashes to me.
You think they're going to be okay? So
they just show some flashes to me.
Right. E-Rob, you same 0 is Gabe Harris, 33, Quentin Johnson, and Chris Cole. Chris Cole flashed last year, and I think he actually has to TE's point, has the best pass rush rate on the team. Are those the guys for you, E-Rob?
I actually, man, Shawty, 100% agree with that. And to your point, Shawty, like you said, man, those guys, Zero, all these guys haven't played a lot. So they're going to be better in game 8 than they are in game 4. So they just got to
Right.
play if they can just stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to figure out a way to win to get to game 8. And all these young guys will be better in game 8 than they are in game 4. But I want to add one guy is the cornerback, number 15. I forgot his name, but
DeMello Jones.
DeMello, and now he done flashed. Like I wasn't really counting on him, and they gave him an opportunity to go out there, and I was like, okay, now who is that? So he caught my eye. So I want to see more of him.
Okay. CA, who's those guys for you, offensively or defensively? Hopefully, we get some of these flashes on the road at Auburn, where they like to try to keep the game close. They don't win a lot, but they do keep the game close. Who's it? Some of these young guys that you've seen flash, and you think we just need some time with them?
I like Juan Gaston on that line. I think if he can stay healthy and just continue to develop, whether it be this year or next, he's going to be a special player for us because it's built in. He's got all the intangibles. Yeah, I feel like, that'll be a great cornerstone for the offensive line. But will it be something we can take advantage of this year? Is going to be, that's yet to be determined. We got a lot of guys. I don't see a lot of guys on offense flash. We're not giving a lot of freshmen opportunity. We did have the young kid drop the pass in the Alabama game. I think he's talented, does have a chance to bounce back, but that was a great opportunity for him to flash. But it does, it takes the coaches taking chances on you, and that's what I said. We can't babysit these guys. We got to give them a chance to make some plays. We got to put them in a position, and it's gonna be scary sometimes, but we got to put them in a position to make plays. But we got the cream will rise to the top, and because we got guys that aren't afraid to step into that limelight and make plays, we got to give them a chance to throw it up. We always talk about what's Noah Thomas gonna do. He don't know the playbook. Man, sometimes you just got a gamer, and I need on third down in the red zone to toss it up to him once or twice so I can see. Let's see what it looked like, because things change on Saturday night when the lights on. Everybody can't do that, and he's done it. So I think it's just time for us to continue. Like I said, we got to take the training wheels off. We have to take chances. It's gonna cost us a game, but it might be a 3-loss national champion this year. I promise you.
There it is. TE, what about you, man? A young guy. You're around a lot of these guys, whether coaching against them, coaching them in high school, or training them. Who's somebody offensively, defensively you think has flashed? Maybe the Dog Nation ain't paying attention to.
I'm gonna give a name, man. I'm gonna go with the running back, Chauncey Bowens. I think he has been the best running back, and I love Nate Frazier, but Nate got to hold on to the ball. Like you can't continue to fumble. When you do, your carry's going to decrease, and somebody else get an opportunity. And he's ranked once. He has definitely got the opportunity. He showed us that he run with power, he run with balance, he got vision, and he can catch the ball out the backfield. And if you've been close to that, man, he's 220, 25 pounds. So he's
gracious.
He's a big kid. He's a big kid. So he has flashed for me. And DeMello Jones is another one that I've watched because he's from Swainsboro, Georgia. So he had an opportunity to. Robert actually coached against him, man. I tell you, man.
Oh, for real?
Robert had nightmares coaching against that. Yeah, Swainsboro. They had him at quarterback, running back. I mean, just one of those small town kids that play every position, and he's tough. Like, I know all y'all city slickers up here. All y'all city slickers are up here with E-Rob.
Here we go.
Hey, no, come on now.
Kids in Atlanta, and no, me and JB about the same. But he's one of those just country boys with one stoplight from Swainsboro, Georgia. That's just tough. And I personally would like to see him play some star because he's physical at the point of attack.
Got good size.
He can cover.
Okay.
And he cover well.
Yeah,
he can hold up.
Yeah, he can cover. Yep.
He can cover. So I think I love Joel, and I think Joel, because he was the number one safety coming out, being able to play the safety position. So I just like those two. DeMello has done a great job, redshirt freshman. But Chauncey Bowens has been the one that really has shocked me with his play this season.
I'm in agreement, and I let the panel know. I've been a Chauncey proponent, since in the spring. JV, your son said, I see Alan say he told you about DeMello. Who's that? Who else is that for you, these young kids? That somebody that has actually shown some life out there that you looking forward to seeing in the future once he get more snaps.
A tight end.
I know it's gonna be a damn tight, y'all deep ass tight end. Number 10.
Ellis Williams.
Yeah.
Number 10, yo.
Hey,
What are you trying to talk to you, JV?
JV, before you go, we want to talk about tight end. I give you a special one. JV. I coached him and trained him. Ethan Barbour is gonna be special.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you that now.
I done already
he came in with a
and
check.
laid my flowers at the feet of Ethan Barber before the season even started. That kid is special. So I hate he got hurt, but I think he's gonna be the next break.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna call out Mr. Ellis because I mean he moving, but I mean I feel like Mr. Ellis has done well. But I don't even want to talk about the tight end room because we ain't getting no damn balls. Man, we at the mercy of the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like who think tight ends block all the time, man? That's a receiver job, baby. We need to catch the rock.
Hey, look at the game.
Hey, V. Isn't it kind of like, it's kind of crazy though? Like when you really look at our offense, this is probably, you can't say this as a whole. Like we have so many weapons, but we have a great running game though. It's like, what do you do as a play call? Like you have so many weapons, but your running game is almost unstoppable.
Run the ball.
You run the ball and you make them pay when they move up, when they put 8 in the box, and we don't necessarily do that. That's the problem. That's the issue. When
Can the line hold up the play action? We talked about that, I think, in the chat.
I think the line has held up. If you look at the down the field shots that we can take, one-on-one, when you got a 6'4" guy and a 6'6" guy, to your point, CA, I don't care what coverage they playing. I don't care how well he know the playbook. Hey, you run a post or slant and a go. He gonna tell you where to go. You get there and go run that. Gonna throw the damn ball. If it's one-on-one, throwing the ball. That's what it needs to be.
Right.
And when you run the ball good like that, you're gonna have plenty of opportunities. Just think how much better our run game will be if we take some shots and we start to make people second guess moving 8 in the box. That's the points that I think everybody on offense who talks about offense tries to make. We got too much talent to be wasting it. Like our first 15 plays should be at least a field goal and a touchdown. We get stopped so easily. And I don't know who popping for me right now, Coach, because, realistically, if I'm talking about a young guy, I would have to probably go with, or a new guy. I would probably have to go with Chauncey Bowen too. I mean, everybody else, I'm kind of waiting on, especially my old linemen. And I'm gonna say this: I know they got to mature. I know they got to come along. But if I see you loaf 2 games ago,
you own it.
Can't handle it.
You loaf. If I see you loaf,
he own that.
Not loaf when the quarterback is down the field. I'm talking about loaf when the quarterback is behind you and you're supposed to be blocking. And you're going to film study, and 2 games later, I see the same damn thing. I'll make you run 316. I don't have to go to Atlanta and come back. I can't let you can't let a kid.
You got to get the 316 first. What you gonna drop him?
He gonna drop him off.
Well, you cold.
I'm saying though. I mean, like all jokes aside, you can't tell me that you give me the same effort in game 2 and we get to game 5 and I see the same thing from you. You go to sleep during a play. I can't jive with that. Because as a coach, you got to hold them kids accountable. And as an upperclassman, Bobo, when you on the field with these guys, you got to hold them accountable. Man, you got to get off your snide. You got to come with it.
Call out the center.
We ain't getting it.
Hey, so I was going to give y'all, you just said it. See, I was going to give you my surprise of the year, though, because you haven't heard his name. I think everybody just thought he was a throw-in. And it's Bobo's son.
He's playing well. He's playing way better than I thought he would.
You haven't heard his name. Right. And me too. Like, you haven't heard his name.
Now you know he playing good.
Started, that's how you know he's playing good. So that's
Yep.
my surprise player this year. Is you
Agree.
You haven't heard his name.
Right.
Yep.
I like how you spin that. That was a good
Right. And to Shawty's point, we do have a lot of weapons on offense. I know sometimes when you don't have weapons, you think that's hard for an offensive coordinator. I do think it's a little bit more challenging to figure out who to get the ball to on the next play when your running game is running so good. But then you got these, freak athletes at tight end. You got these athletes at wide receiver. You got playmakers like Zachariah Branch, who can take it to the house from the line of scrimmage. For those that's mad at Bobo for throwing screens, we said this in the offseason as far as the screen game goes. If you block the screen, that can't be a better play. You know what I'm saying? A safer, better play. And I'm not saying we should call it every time. But it's the running play. And the thing about a guy like a Zachariah Branch, and even if you go back and watch Texas A&M film last year, Noah Thomas actually ran some screens too. So, I mean, hey, Bobo, I wouldn't be mad if you put him in there and ran him the screen because the dude is agile and fast. But Zachariah Branch
on
is
the perimeter, breaking them long blocks and runs. That's all right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, just for that, man, y'all got to chill with the whole Bobo and the play calling because Bobo has shown me a lot this year. He has always been pro style his whole career, and he has actually made the necessary adjustments to do a lot of RPOs, some zone reads for Gunner because he's not as much a pro style offense. He still has the pro style concepts in there. So shout out to Bobo. I know all the dogs be hating, man. Like Bobo's actually doing a pretty good job. And we're talking about OC Bobo. Lyman Bobo is doing good as well. I will say shout out to him for holding it down for a couple of series Saturday with 3 true freshmen and 1 redshirt freshman after Monroe Freely got hurt, Michael Morris got hurt. We already had the 2 true freshmen on one side. We put Uni in on the other side, and then we had Bo Hughley on, who is not as heavy, I'll say weight-wise, as Monroe Freeland. So shout out to him for holding it down with the youngsters out there. Because a lot of times as coaches, I feel like you want to put in the youngsters when they got more veterans, not put the veteran out there with a whole bunch of youngsters. So
it's easier to run block than pad block, and we were still running the ball. You know,
and that's what I was going to get to too.
Shawty.
That's another reason why
100%.
I think we don't throw it as much as people want to throw the ball, is because when you got a lineman, just like for a receiver, y'all say, "Hey man, send them on some go balls or throw some fades." It's easier to run that
3 routes,
maybe run like a, you know what I'm saying, like a deep dig or something like that. But with the offensive lineman, it's easier just to push somebody, instead of retreat blocking and knowing if a stun is coming or things of that nature. So as we talked about this in the preseason, I know we're going to get on here and coach them hard because that's what we do. As an elite program, that's what you should do. But just remember, we did say it's going to get better at each and every game, and it wasn't going to be pretty. So shout out to the Dogs for getting the win. The time has come up on us. Shout out to TE for coming on here and dropping some knowledge right after his own practice.
Hey, no problem.
So,
and the coach's hat on.
Right.
Always.
That's what we like. That's what we like. So, T, tell the people what you got going on, man, where they can find your team playing this week or anything you want to let them know.
Yeah, if you don't know, I'm the head coach at Mount Vernon School in Sandy Springs. We got to go to Greenville this weekend, down in Columbus, Georgia, to take on Greenville Patriots. It's going to be another big game for us. We need every win that we could get. We just lost to Wesleyan, a big-time program in overtime, and that was heartbreaking. But as a coach, when you turn on that film and you see your guys playing their hardest, they say perfect, but playing their hardest and giving it all they got, man, you just can be proud of them. It's just as they won. So, and training. I'm still out here training on Sundays. Anybody looking for some training? I'm starting to train flag football girls. If you don't know, flag football for the young ladies is exploding in the state of Georgia. I mean, it is exploding.
Yeah,
I think so. So
I think it's in the Olympics.
Yeah, I think so as well. So I'm gonna start training the young ladies as well. So you can find me on all social media platforms at Terrence Edwards Wide Receiver Academy.
Score prediction.
He going to the Olympics.
Yeah, give us a score prediction. We are 3.5. We have 4.5 point favorites at Auburn this week. Give us a score prediction, TE.
Oh
man, so I have to get the same spiel every time somebody asks me. Hey, last time I did it, we got beat by Alabama, and we're all football players here. When something go wrong, we don't do it again. We don't wear
Stay out of the way then.
throw them gloves away. We so superstitious. I just say we gonna win by one. Whatever that score is, we're gonna win by one.
There it is. Y'all make sure y'all
two
get
to
it.
three. It doesn't matter. We just gonna come out. I think this would be our, because I mess with Taquillo all the time. This might be our 13th, 14th straight victory over Auburn. They haven't beaten us since.
Jared Stidham beat us in 2017 in the regular season.
And then we beat them in the SEC championship game. We haven't lost. We haven't lost against them since then.
Y'all make sure y'all check out TE, man, on all the social media platforms. TE Wide Receiver Academy, and check out. He's the head coach. Y'all make sure y'all support him when he's doing his thing in high school. Just so everybody does know, before we go around giving our other score predictions from the guys, this rivalry, they have beat us 3 times in the last 20 times, and they beat us with Jared Stidham in 2017, Nick Marshall in 2014, and Cam Newton in 2010, and that is it. So, again, we got that spread going 4.5 on the road. JB, give me what you got.
I don't give Slauber no respect. I mean, I think they are. I think they are miss walking, and I think that. I really want Hugh Freeze to stay. Hugh Freeze, please stay. Please stay there so we can continue to beat y'all for another 22 years out of 25. So I think we're gonna beat them 33-17. Just because we're gonna give up some cheap touchdowns to their anemic offense.
There it is. And tell them what you got going on before you gotta get out here, JB.
Hey, listen, man. Tailgate Kings is taking a break this weekend, man. We're going to sit our tails down somewhere. Like Grandmama used to say, sit your tail down somewhere. We're going to sit our tails down somewhere watching good football. We're going to take it easy because we've been on the road the past couple of weeks. We turned up at homecoming. I hope everybody had a great time. Hope everybody had a chance to experience the fellowship. But that's exactly what TGK going to do, man, this coming up weekend. Sit down somewhere.
There it is. Orange Juice Jones say 31-17 Dogs. Shelby says 35-3 Dogs. AP says 38-13 Dogs. Shouty, what you got on it, man? And then tell them what you got going on.
I'm gonna say this right here. I got a question for Terrence, and I'm gonna say my score prediction is gonna be 27-17 Dogs. Terrence, who is the next best or big wideout coming up?
That I train in the state of Georgia, just period.
Either or, just give him who could possibly be a dog. That's all I'm really trying to get at.
Man, that is a good question. Who
he can't do that.
Georgia.
He put him on the spot.
Georgia.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
You know he can't do that. They're finna be a dog.
My bad. I don't. Choice of words. My bad.
Top guy you train.
I don't have anybody that I train right now that's in.
There you go.
That they're recruiting. I don't have anybody in my stable. But I'm just trying to think in the state of Georgia, who would they be recruiting?
Well, they ain't gotta be recruiting just the next best receiver that you know coming up in Georgia that we can have
in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, state of Georgia.
I got a receiver at my school named Torian Rollins. That's probably second leading
there you go.
receiver in the state of Georgia.
All right.
Who's a 2027.
There we go.
If you didn't check my Facebook reel out about 2 weeks ago, had a 95-yard touchdown catch. Man, I talked.
What's the dimensions?
On his toes. 5. He's probably right at 6 feet, about 170 right now. He's a true track guy. He's a 10. As a freshman, he was 10-9, 10-900. So he's sub 10. He went to the Nationals this year in the 60 in New York in the 200. So he's legit speed. Where I think he could play, will he be a Georgia type guy? I don't know, but he could play at Kentucky. He could play at one of the lower level P4 schools. Like right now, if Georgia State don't offer him soon, those schools better jump on him soon before he really blows up. So I got one. He's probably in 6 games. He's over 800 yards receiving.
Oh damn, he cutting up.
Oh man, he
Y'all beating him, ain't him?
Oh yeah, shit. We ain't got no.
Don't get a game plan up.
Don't get a game plan up.
Hey, if when you turn on that film,
So the film don't lie.
and you see we better do something with this guy. Well, you a bad coach if you don't try to put somebody over the top of him. You're bad. I think you're a bad coach. So,
you're gonna run the ball there.
The state of Georgia is just like loaded with just talent, man, and it's even more advanced because of man, y'all. I have parents calling me, can you train my 8-year-old? No, I can't train your 8-year-old. Like, everybody's just trying to get that upper hand, and they're getting younger and younger. Like, you have 7, 8,
Gotta
10
start
youth.
going up on the feed, folks.
Hey, shoot.
We'll talk about it off camera.
We'll talk about it. But,
E-Rob, your score prediction, man, and what you got going on.
Hey man, shout out to TE, man. I love when he come on, little bro. Hey, tell your brother stop ducking me, man, on the golf course. Boy, ready, you know what I'm saying? Don't
and the show.
Yeah, I said
and
it. I said it right here, you know. And the show.
Yeah, we need him on the show.
For sure.
Oh,
he always say he's gonna come on, then we can't find him. Yeah.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is Robert Edwards 1 TE3. That's the count on the show. He doing you in, Robert. Come on, dog.
Hey,
Come
first
on.
of all, E-Rod, you know your roommate, and CA, you know one of your best friends. So hey, I know my brother.
Yeah.
I ain't said that.
Yeah.
TE, I had him locked in. I ain't heard him since the show date.
There you go. Get gone.
Hey, the rabbit move quick now.
Hey, coach, I'm gonna go with AP real quick, man. 38-13. On to the next.
Ooh. Yep. CA, what you got coming, man?
Man, I'm shell shocked, man. Every time we go on the planes, it be way more than we want it to be, man. 24-13 Dogs on top.
24-13 Dogs on top. Hey, I ain't mad at it, man. I see this as a low-scoring game. I do like Auburn's front seven. Their secondary is, I don't know, maybe they ain't showing up to play so far this year. Their front seven definitely is going to make it hard on us, but I see a low-scoring game. I see something like a 21-17 Dogs on the Plains. Let's get out of there with a W, man. Hey, TE, man, appreciate you jumping on, and I was incorrect. It's TE 3. Robert Edwards 0. Come on, Robert. Come on. He running away with the game on you every time he come on. So we need Robert Edwards.
Yeah, I seen your son too. Well, your son, you talking about one of the next great Georgia receivers. I seen him out there. I seen the film now. He got
something. He got a track star and a football player.
Yeah, they love it. And I can tell you, man, I'm just happy that they both love football and Troy loves track, not because I did it, because they love playing it. So it's easy when they love doing it and they just not doing it because I did it and think that's gonna please me. And I told them a long time ago, they don't have to play if they don't want to, but they love
man,
doing it.
They got that track from Kansas, man. Shout out to Kansas. Yeah, now he hold on, Cole. Yeah,
I'm not gonna take that.
Call him out, CA. Go.
Hey, you know what? You want to know what's so disappointing though? Is y'all know how much I love basketball and they didn't play basketball. That hurt me too much. Now that hurt me.
I know they did. You know what? I take that. I know it hurt you.
That hurt me to my heart when they play basketball, but they didn't want to take it serious. Now that hurt me to my heart. They didn't play basketball. See, that hurt me to my heart right now.
Bo Hooper getting in. Appreciate you getting in. Say great insights. Would love to see Davin Bellamy on talk and talk about D and attitude. Listen, hey, I'm working on it. We'll see if we can get him on. He definitely make sure y'all checking him out on what they call it. He called it the film room or the green room or something like that. I forget what the name of it is. Follow him on Twitter, Davin Bellamy 17.
I like him.
And you can find it. He definitely keep you entertained too, and he knows a lot about the position, especially the outside rushing. Steve say 31-21 Dogs. Hey,
I hope so.
There it is, 10-point win. Okay. Hey man, again, appreciate you coming on, TE. Always welcome to come on the show, my guy. Appreciate everybody stopping by, watching on Facebook, YouTube, for the Tailgate Kings Facebook, Fan at it, Respect the Hedges, and Just My Damn Opinion. YouTube, Shawty, are you on tomorrow?
You know that's what the plan is.
All right, so plan on watching Shawty and Just My Damn
Round about 9.
Round about 9. And watch his college football. Stop watching whether you buying, selling, or holding on some stock.
I definitely got some stock I'm selling.
I got some stock I need to offload real quick.
Hey, Coach.
That Penn State stock low.
I think that's the wrong 8 you got up there too. I'm looking at it. I think that's the wrong 8.
That's the wrong 8 you got right there.
Talk to him, T.
Get it straight.
What's crazy is my other co-host say, "Hey man, you know Terrence's gonna say something when he come on the show."
He had to.
So
I'm trying to cut the name off.
I'm gonna tell you why AJ won out, because everybody on this wall, SEC greats from the state of South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah.
So
okay. Okay, I see what you did.
Yeah, I see what he did there. Yeah,
that was a great cleanup. He ain't told us that.
He took that shit down. You know
all of them from the state of South Carolina. That's why. Listen, man, the wall ain't but so big. I can't put all y'all on that, dog.
I don't want to hear the problem downstairs. I don't want to hear all that.
Hang on.
All that.
Oh man, so hey man, we appreciate everybody getting in. The show was live again, man. Y'all know we got to go on the road to Slaughter, to the Plains, and take out Auburn, man, for another dub on our way to getting back to Atlanta, man, so we can take on whoever shows up there to play us. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Dogs. Shout out to Dog Nation. Respect the Hedges family. Always remember to respect these hedges. And as always, go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.